I don't know. New. Managing moderators can support your channel in even more ways. No. Close. What do I do? Oh, there I am.
No.
Can you...
What?
Oh, I don't know if this is working. I don't know what to do.
We should just fucking do Insta or Facebook. This is horrible.
Have you got it seeing if it's working? Can you see it?
I don't know. I already turned it off.
Right, let me just... Hang on, I've just accidentally opened Amazon.
Let me check if it's working. Let me check.
This is so last minute.
Oh my god, it's live! And there's 12 people watching us. Okay, cool.
Oh shit. Right, okay, right, so we need to... I said we need to concentrate. We don't really need to concentrate. Oh, and there's a comment. Oh. Right, yeah. So we are live. Fantastic. Hello to the millions of you watching. If you can hear in the background, I have got... Well, and you might have read the title. I have got Tomasz with me. The greatest housemate never to reach the final. Do let us know if you can hear Tomasz. Because... I'm slightly concerned about my audio. Apologies that you can see me, because no one really wants to see that. But we were about to talk about Big Brother on the phone, and we thought, why not just go live? Because, you know, that's everyone's just obviously craving it to hear what we think.
Yes.
So go on then, Tomasz. Tell me what you think. And obviously in the comments as well, get involved. Tell us what you think. You know, if you've got any questions that you want to ask us about the new housemates or something you want to know, do let us know. So you could see Tomasz.
I'm sorry about my dogs.
I can't hear them. Usually.
Oh, good, goody.
Usually we would be able to see Tomasz, but you know, me and Tomasz are not fantastic with technology. The fact we've even managed to get this live is a minor miracle. But yeah, so Tomasz, what do you think about the launch?
Well, let's start with the fact that you're there, which is iconic.
I am. No, I'm joking. But no, it was crazy being there. And like I say, it's a shame. If you were closer, we'd have been there. We would have been there together, screaming and shouting. But I tell you one thing: the launch last night, it was so not rushed, but it went so quickly on the TV, and it was just like housemate in, housemate in, housemate in. Being there, my God, it took forever. It genuinely did take absolutely ages. But it was really good. So what did you think of the launch show?
But I don't get one thing. Was it live or was it not? Because obviously I'm not in the UK, so I don't know because I don't watch it live. I just watch it the day after, which is I just finished watching the episode, so I don't know.
So what happened is Saturday night, they done a pre-recording of it, which was meant to be pre-recorded to tape, so it was meant to be about the same sort of time as it would air, but actually it was, someone just put it was 4 hours of filming for a 1 hour show. And I think, to be honest, I think it was 3 breaks in and they'd done it. So yeah, they recorded it on the Saturday. So yesterday on the launch show, you then got to see what they'd done on the first day, which I like the concept of that. I like the thought of being able to, because launch shows are boring in the sense of the housemates go in and it's like nothing happens because it's all live. Whereas at least this way, for half of the episode last night, you got to see what they got up to on the first night. However, it didn't feel, I don't know, it didn't feel like launch was as important as it could have done, maybe. It just felt not as important. It was like, get the housemates in, fucking chuck them in. You know? But it was still good.
Yeah, but I just don't get it, because like our launch was live, right?
Yeah.
And they showed exactly the same amount, maybe more from us than from them. It was pretty much pointless because I just don't get it. It was pretty much the same amount of content, right?
Yeah, I guess it was really, because we then had all the kind of twists and turns, and we had the big coins falling out the sky, whacking us on the head, and Ellis jumping on the table. So yeah, I don't know. It was an interesting one. They took a risk. Did it work out? I don't know. What do you guys think? If you're here, I don't know how many people are here. Let's read the comments. Someone put. Can you see the comments, Thomas, or do I need to read them to you?
Yeah, I can see everybody's comments. Thanks for commenting, guys. Obviously, we're super excited about fucking 5 years after about Big Brother. We're gonna talk all things about it. But the launch, I don't know. I just feel like it was pointless to pre-record it. It was pretty much the same thing that would have happened if it was live. That's what we got. That would be exactly the same.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. I mean, I think they've tried something. Will they do it again like that? I do like the idea of launch being live and like, you know, watching the housemates properly go in. But yeah, you know, we will see. But I think the main thing that happened last night was the twist where they gave Olivia, well, Jenkin, and we aren't fantastic with the names for the record, guys, so you will have to bear with us. But Jenkin got obviously that parcel thing where he had to pick, what was it, the person he least wanted to live with or something like that, and then he picked Olivia. She's nominated, and then obviously she kicks the fuck off, which I thought was slight overreaction, and then Big Brother then almost goes back on its twist and basically says you so long as you're not voted by the house as the least entertaining, which of course she's not going to be. Then
you know what it's giving? It's giving a little spoiled girl running back to daddy to get what she wants. That's what it's giving.
Well, and the thing is, I do, from her perspective, because I'm going to say this to you. If you'd have gone in on the first night, right? So we go in, and those big coins drop, and someone gets a special golden big. You always used to get the fucking golden ones, but because I swear, you just it was like they're magnetic. I can't speak. Magnetic towards you. You just got them. And someone got a gold coin like Animelia or a Lewis G or anyone in the house for that matter, and they went right. You know, you've got to pick somebody to who you least like want to live with. Same question, and someone picked you. How would you have reacted? Because the thing is, I do understand. She has been waiting, but God knows how long she was in hiding. If they're hiding the same amount of time as us, hiding is horrible. As much as I love my chaperone, it's not fun. They're desperate to get in, and then within about half an hour, in her mind, like was in our mind for the entire first week we were in there, even though neither of us ended up being up for eviction because I miscounted. You just think you're going. So I do understand it, but I just think she handled it poorly.
No, I mean, listen, the first thing that came to my mind with all that is like, first of all, obviously, we get it, the emotions are high, whatever. But bitch, if you come into the house, you need to be able to handle those things. And especially with such a sweet man as Jenkin, like, he didn't speak to you. Obviously, he's gonna pick you. Like, be real. Just get over it.
Yeah, I think I do have to agree. I think it was a bit of a... And because then all of a sudden in the diary room, when Big Brother went, you know, you've got a chance to save yourself. It was like she just 360'd and she was like, yeah, you know, I'm happy now. And I thought, oh, for God's sake. This is ridiculous.
But also, from my perspective, which obviously, as we all know, the biggest game player, obviously, this is an opportunity, which she is, I'm sorry to say, but she's a little bit of an idiot not to take this opportunity. This is very easy manipulation tactic, okay? You come up to him, you say, listen, I get it, it's fine between us, but now you own me.
Oh, I missed you, I really did. That's
this is what I would have done.
I know you would have done that. And
he would have done it too. He would have fucking paid me back threefold. Trust me on that one.
Yeah, and he would have never have nominated you ever again. But what do we think then? Because Olivia's not going to be up, is she? She's never... I don't know what the chat's thinking. Do you think Olivia's going to be up this week? Because in my opinion, there's no way that they're going to vote her as the least entertaining. If they were voting her the least... They done a exclusive on Late and Live last night, if you watched it, and it was of her singing. And it was... all the house, you should have seen the faces, Tomasz. I don't know if you've seen it. It was just... Everyone was just straight faced, like, what the fuck is going on? Why is she singing? It was...
Jesus Christ, look, it all depends. It all depends if the audience are going to be a little bit more modern about this whole thing, or if they're going to be just like on our season, right? Because there was controversial people in our season too, and look at Amelia, she just got kicked out straight away. So if people want entertainment, they should keep her in. Obviously, she's going to be infuriating, but let's see if the audience has evolved in 5 years.
This is the thing, because this is the problem with Big Brother, and even as a fan, you can kind of get like... there's a dilemma because you find someone really annoying and you're not liking watching them, but you know that if you take them out, a lot of the entertainment and the drama's there. I don't think she'll be up this week because she won't be voted as the least. I think she's going to obviously. I assume she'll have to pick somebody to go up, and I think she'll pick Jenkins because she'll say eye for an eye. So who do we think then is candidates to go in the first few weeks based off of all the content that we've watched so far, which is obviously absolutely basically bugger all? Who do we think's going first, or the first couple?
It's one of the straight boys.
What? Jordan, the model? Because
I think it's maybe Jordan or Tom.
I think Tom's going to win the whole thing.
Oh my God, you're so overestimating him, honestly.
Is Tom the one I'm thinking it is? The guy with the perm and not Matty?
Yes.
Yeah. I think he's going to win. Because
I don't know.
Because I think he's a nice enough guy. I don't think many people will nominate him. You know, because let's be realistic. I never got nominated. Well, I did get nominations, but I never got up for eviction. Which means if I was absolutely despised, I could have eased. Well, I did get to the last week without ever facing the public vote, just from not being nominated for my housemates. So if he does something like that, I think he's a nice enough guy. I don't think he's going to irritate anyone. So I think he's got big potential. Is it Hayley? How do you say her name? Hayley.
You're British. You tell me. I was gonna say Hayley, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's Hayley. Apparently, rumor has it that she's said to the House tonight. Well, yesterday, but we'll see it tonight. That she's trans. So that's, again.
That's a risky, Cameron. You should know. That's like barely the beginning, but you should keep that in your back pocket for a rainy day. Hello. She did not watch our season. What is going on?
No, but I'm so happy for her if that's the case, and I hope the House react in the way that they should do. I'm not looking forward to Twitter tonight. I think that'll be a cesspit. I think it'll be horrible. But it will help you know who to block on your social medias for the rest of the series. So, no, credit to her. She's only 18. She looks like she's going to be a fantastic housemate from her VT. She also seems lovely as well. Someone said she seemed like she was the first to hug everyone when they come in. I got a really good first impression from her. I think she's another one that I think could do really, really well. And I really like that Imran as well. I don't know what you think of Imran, but the one from China that came, she said in her VT, she said, I moved to the UK and it was an adventure, and now I'm going in Big Brother and it's an adventure. I thought, Jesus Christ, that is the understatement of the century. Although Britain isn't an adventure in and of itself at the moment, but I love her. But what's everyone's top three from the first show? Tomasz, what's your top three?
Oh my God, I don't have them, but I have I'm keeping my eye on Jenkins for obvious reasons. Basically, it's like a fully male version of me. I'm just gonna say it.
I don't. The only difference between you and him, if we're going to go with this, which I don't necessarily agree, is that I don't see him being a game, sort of playing the game. And when we say Tomasz playing the game, we don't mean that you weren't yourself. You just played the games that we had in front of us that for some reason no one else wanted to do, or at least not.
Obviously, I have the people that I hate. Obviously.
Go on then. Let's do that then. Who do you most dislike at the moment from the series?
The moment I dislike Henry the most, and then close second is Olivia, and the rest I can take or leave.
So you have a theory that Henry that they got really upset because they messed up when they cast me, because they cast me as the Tory, and then they realised, oh whoops, he's not actually a Tory. So you think they've now gone fully in with Henry?
Yeah, I mean, Henry is basically what you were supposed to what you're supposed to be. But since you have the uncanny ability to mess everything up that you touch, you didn't do what they were expecting you to do. So here we are with Henry stuck now.
Yeah, so it's my fault basically because I never told them I was a Tory. They misquoted me completely. So because they misquoted me and I ended up not being the Tory they wanted me to be, I'm now actually, for the record, I am now a member of the Labour Party, which will be winning the election by a landslide. We'll say that now. We're not going to get into politics, but we are going to get into politics. They have cast him as they're like, right, we've got to make sure this guy is a Tory. So we have to get the most Tory person in the whole entire world. And that's what they've done. But you know what? He's one of those people, I think he'll grow on people. If he doesn't talk about politics, people will forget.
No, but he can. That's the thing, you know. I was thinking throughout the show, I was thinking to myself, look, he's obviously a horrible person because he's a Tory. But also, he comes from a wealthy family, so at least he's not a hypocrite.
Yeah. I mean,
you know?
Yeah, I mean, fair, you know. And at the end of the day, look, I think that the word Tory is interesting because there's Tories and then there are certain people who vote for the Conservative Party that, I mean, if you vote for the Conservative Party at this point, I think you got screwed loose. But I don't think that every person who votes for the Conservative Party a Tory is like a personality trait, and he is exactly that. You know, he comes from wealth. He seems to be very opinionated, and maybe holds some questionable views. We'll wait to see. But yeah, he does strike you as, he is literally the carbon copy of that. Will we get any debates in there? I'm not sure. I know, was it Trish said she's very left wing? I'd like to see it because I enjoy seeing political debates. I think they're fun to watch, and I think it will be fun, hopefully, if Trish is in there and she is left wing and she knows her stuff, which I'm sure she does. She can hopefully sort of shut him down on a few things and hopefully change his mind. Because I'm not being funny, you know, we both sort of developed our way of looking at the world from going in Big Brother. It does change you as a person, and if you're very politically motivated, it will probably change you too. Let's just have a look at what people's top threes are. So I've got we have top threes. We've got someone saying they feel really bad for Jenkin. They did, you know, they blew up that suitcase. Surely that wasn't his suitcase.
No, they do it in American one. They just blow up empty suitcases and that's it.
It actually scared the shit out of me when I watched it on the screen.
I don't think anybody believed, you know, the fact that there was his shit in there. Obviously not.
Well, I fucking did. I've been believing it this whole time. Kathleen's gone for a top three of Imran, Tom, and Jordan. The other thing with Big Brother is a lot of the time we do get an all-male final. Wrongly so. I was saying rightly so. Jesus Christ. Misogynistic Cameron. But no, you know, and we do seem to get that. Someone saying Kerry. I like Kerry. A lot of people saying a lot of good stuff about her. Is it Frida? Is that how you say her name? Frida? She's another one that people are liking. That's Emily Harris saying that. Jenkin as well. Is that Emily Harris that I know? If it is, then hello. Another person is gone for top three of Hayley, Tom, and Matty. Matty, what do you think of Matty, Tomasz?
Interesting choices. I just think that, you know, we need to see more, obviously. But did you notice the thing with Olivia and her immunity really pissed me off, because I almost got fucking bankrupt with all the coins that I spent on my immunity, and they're just fucking giving it away like it's fucking political party leaflets. You know?
I remember when you were going for that immunity and you were so serious in the room and everyone was bidding you up.
To be fair, it was only Shan, but like it was. I mean, come on, did you not connect the dots here? Look, she's doing a lot of noise. I mean, Olivia from the very beginning, and then they notice her, so they don't want her to go because they want to continue with another season on ITV. So now they're giving her immunity to keep her in there, which I don't like, because nothing like this would ever happen on our season ever.
So you think they changed their mind? You think that twist they tweaked?
I think they're pushing certain things. Obviously, it still has to be natural because I don't believe there's anything scripted in it. But I just think they are very aware of what they're doing. You know.
Interesting. Let's go for a few more of people's top threes. We've got Chanel. That again, I felt like we didn't even see Chanel.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I will say about that first episode. It's very difficult, but it was like it was the Jenkin and Olivia show because they both reacted, and I felt like we really didn't get to know. So this is a very, very early video. We'll do more videos, like perhaps try and do this perhaps once a week, because at the moment it's difficult for us, and same with you guys at home. It's like we are working on like scraps. You know, we barely know them. But someone's put Chanel. Really bad. I really am bad at reading names. Is it Frida? Frida's her name, isn't it? Frida.
It's hold on. It's Farida.
Right. So I think I was right. You just gave it an Tom 3 again. A lot of Toms coming out. Tom first, Inran second, Matty third. Inran, Jordan, Kerry, and Matty are my favourites. Gareth Rowson says, sorry, I can't read names. Tom again in the top 3, Jenkins and Haley. See, a lot of people saying Tom. What is it that you're not sure about Tom with Tomasz?
I don't know. It's more about like I don't want it to happen, but Big Brother, you never know, and there's people going with massive potential all the time. So I'm worried people might just miss something, and the housemates as well. You know.
Let's have a look at some more comments. Also, major respect for Dylan for the... what do you think of Dylan? I haven't had a lot of people talk about him, but I think he seems like a... I do think that the cast, age-wise, is a little bit better than what we were, but there's still a hell of a lot of 20-year-olds in there. I would have still liked a few more...
Yes, there's more to be done in that regard. I was hoping for like a 70-year-old man, but there's nothing to be seen.
Yeah, I was hoping for a couple of sort of 60 plus. Just because I think then you get some really beautiful friendships with some of the younger ones and some of the older ones. I do think already you can start, even from the first episode, and just the clips and the live feeds and stuff, and from what I've seen, I can already start to see a few friendships that I think are going to be happening. What do we think of the Scouser?
Oh my god, just your generic hot guy. I don't think he's going to bring anything in particular to the show apart from screwing someone.
Yeah, I don't know. He when he went in, I didn't get the best vibe from him. He's a typical lad, definitely. But again, it's so difficult because it's so early. You really can't judge these people at the moment. I think after today's episode, hopefully we'll have got to see a little bit more about all of them. Jade has said Jenkin, Kerry, a lot of Jenkins coming out. Jenkin, Kerry, and Trish, but it's very early days. Trish, another person, I don't think many people have said her, but I really liked her. I was watching a clip today, and Olivia was kicking off because I can't remember who it was, but somebody had basically she'd said, "Do you want some of her food?" And they'd just gone in and eaten her food with her spoon, and then gone in and started eating her food. And Trish's face is absolutely hilarious. She's just giving her the side eye.
You know where that comes from? I was actually thinking about this. So the poor girl, Farida, I think she did it because she might be used to it. Like in community, family, or whatever, it's fine. Yet some of the colder Brits are not used to it, so they see it as weird. And now the bitch is making it a big deal, which it shouldn't be. No. The poor thing is going to be in so much trouble because of one spoiled brat.
And it's not really fair. I think the way that the house reacted, some of the girls, the way they reacted, I didn't really like it. It didn't seem very nice, and I hope that's not a theme because, like you say, I think it's just something that she's used to, and like you say, whether it be with her community and with her family, that's and a lot, and like you say, lots of Brits aren't used to that. But if for example, James, when I go up to Scotland, they're very Scottish people, are very sharey, and they'll share the same thing. I would never be offended. I mean, just think Olivia just went out and just made a massive deal out of it for no reason. at the moment, she seems like she is going to be the one to cause the shit for the first week. And like we say, we had one of them. We had Animelia. She did it, and she got booted off in the first week. Doesn't look like Olivia's going to go in the first week, but I do think as soon as she's up, she'll go. And is that what you... And this is the dilemma with Big Brother, like you spoke about it earlier. Do we want to keep housemates in there that are entertaining, or do we want to keep in the nice ones? Because if you keep in the really nice ones, it can get to the point where you get towards sort of halfway through the series and just there's nothing happening, and everyone's getting on.
Yeah, true. But at the same time, you can't have too many of those because they're gonna suck all the air out of the room. So you need to, like, one good one to suck the air out of the room, but still let other people breathe. So either
We've had some connection issues with Tomasz.
the Olivia or Henry has to go to make room for somebody else to shine.
Yeah, and I think you're right. But I think a lot of that's with the editing. They just need to make sure that they, with people like Olivia and stuff, they need to just make sure that they don't just give... You know, I don't want the whole of the episode tonight to be an Olivia show where it's all about her and her trying to not be entertaining. So I want to get to know some of the other housemates, because I don't think we got to know them very well on launch because the VTs were quite short and it was sort of quite a quick put together launch in the sense of it went through so quickly. Someone's put, oh wait, this is a good question. Hey Cameron, what was your reaction to being the final biggest moment of all time on the Roost Box on Thursday? Oh, that was crazy. I couldn't actually believe that. It was a very surreal moment actually, because it was like I'd never actually watched myself on TV, other than obviously I'd watch back the Big Brother, but sitting and watching the TV and then being on it, it was a very surreal moment. Let me just have a look. And Tomasz, you were on there too. You made a return to television. What have we got here? Olivia. Hang on, I'm going to end the call to Tomasz and call him back because something's going horribly wrong with that. He sounds robotic, and we can't have that. Someone put Mattie's going to be a fun one, says Joe. Olivia says Kathleen says Olivia should have laughed it off. I agree. Is it going to be... No! I don't want you to have access to my camera. For God's sake, just let me call! We'll try this again. Is it going to be vote to save or vote to evict? I think it's vote to evict. Because they're saying who goes, you decide, who wins, you decide. Hello?
My internet's playing up. Okay, it should be fine now.
Yeah, it's good. You're back. Someone said, is it going to be vote to save or vote to evict? I think it's vote to evict. What do you want it to be? I want it to be vote to evict.
I want it to be vote to evict to fucking keep it fair towards us.
Because I think it is massive though, because I do think if they change, if it's vote to save, depending on which one it is, it really does change who I think could win.
Yes, and since I was so polarizing, I think I would have a
negative
better
impact.
chance of staying if it was vote to save.
Oh, definitely. You would have definitely had a much better chance. It would have got to the final.
Yeah, so I want them to get all fucking evicted because of how amazing their characters are or how horrible their characters are towards people, to keep it fair.
Yeah, and people are saying a balance of fun and drama. Need to keep the drama in, but it's all about getting that balance, and let's hope they get that balance. Like I said, it's so early days, it's ridiculous. Someone put again, not defending Olivia, but the show would go down the toilet again in terms of ratings for this time being boring. Yeah, I mean, what you got to think of is if Olivia wouldn't have kicked off like she did yesterday, would it have been as good a launch show? Probably not. So you've got, like we said, you've got to have people in there like we had Animelia and Lewis G, who, and then even Lewis F, who do cause issues and do cause trouble. And I mean, we had Kay, and I mean, me and you weren't quiet in there. Akeem was he'd get himself involved, in stuff when he felt it was necessary. So you've got to have that kind of, a bit of everything really. Let me just see if there's any other. I just finished watching the season before this one. Oh, I hope you enjoyed the series that we were in. Still think it's a disgrace Tomasz never got to the final, but there we are. Someone put, I think Jordan's going to be quiet at first whilst he figures people out. Yeah, let's talk about then first, like watching live launch night. It's the first time we've watched UK Big Brother since we were in there. How did it feel? Did you look at the housemates and sort of did it remind you of how it felt for us when we went in, or what did it not really make you feel anything?
Oh my God! You know what? It felt so good, so good that nobody was moving into our house.
When they were going into their own news, their house is. Let's say though, their house
Yeah.
is better than ours. I love our house, and I'll always love it. But objectively, the house this year is absolutely fucking insane.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this. I like it, but I'm not like crazy about it. It's like fine for me.
Okay, that's interesting because it's got the house has got a lot of praise. If you're in the chat and you like the house, put a thumbs up if you can even do that. And if you don't like the chat at the house, then put thumbs down. Just curious to see what people's opinion. I definitely am giving it a thumbs up. Tomasz, I assume you're giving it thumbs down or thumbs up, or you're undecided.
Oh my God! I hate to be on the fence, so I'm gonna go thumbs up too.
Oh, you're gonna go thumbs up, so you've bottled it. Already loving Jordan. Jade says, why aren't we discussing? Well, I'm not going to be discussing leaked videos of people that have been leaking without their consent. So I'm not going to be discussing that.
What is it? Is it nudes? I want to see you. Is it nudes?
Yes, it's Paul's thingies that apparently.
Really? Let me see.
Yeah, I knew.
I'm gonna Google it right now.
You know, I'm not. We are not discussing. Tomasz has given you all you're getting on that topic. What was what?
Let me see.
What was your favourite?
Wait, no. Is it Paul? Is it Jordan? Ew, gross. No. Wait, no. Is it Paul or is it Jordan that like?
Paul. The
Oh no,
Scouser.
that's what I want to see. Yes.
Right. Love the house, but the garden is way too small. Joe's giving it a thumbs up. Will said it feels like they're living in a massive fun house rather than a normal house with a distinct theme. Yeah, it does. I guess it is very, very big. Someone put love the launch but need to stop the music playing in the background. That's right, Bailey. What was your favourite task on your season? What was your favourite task on the season, Tomasz? Jade gives it a.
Oh my God, blood money, definitely.
I hated blood money because it went all on my hands.
What about you?
Mine was, oh my God, my favourite one was the one with the little beads. When you fucking fell over and Akeem was so fucking annoying in it. Can you not remember that one?
Oh my God.
That was fucking fantastic. And he kept breaking the tunnel thing, or tube thing, sorry. And then they were just shitting out everywhere.
That was just a weekly task. That was for the budget, but we did it.
Yeah, and you fell down the steps.
I fucking banged. Thank goodness I was much bigger than I am now because it bounced like a ball.
It did look like you. It looked like you fucking hurt. It looked really bad, but you got straight back up and straight back on it. Someone's put Tomasz.
Wait, that's true. They don't have a fucking swimming pool, Cameron. That's a big deal.
Oh no, they don't. No, that's a good point. They have a fucking tiny hot tub as well. It's tiny.
Yeah, that sucks for them.
And it's cold, so you want a bigger hot tub, so that you can all go in it. Yeah, crazy golf theme. My favourite house ever, to be honest. Someone says. Someone's put Tomasz singing to chickens. Now gets stuck on my head on a daily basis. Can you ask Tomasz to do an official cover? I don't think you would you?
No, I'm a little bit sickly, but yeah, hit me up for payment. I'll do it.
Payment is do it, and if we do it next week, I'll get him to do a 10-second rendition so he can have a week to practice.
Yeah, eventually.
But the chicken was fantastic. That task, mainly because of you. I mean, the actual task itself was it was all spread out over the day, but. I remember. Can you remember Kay woke? I shouldn't take the piss because I do love Kay, but she woke up and she was sort of quite upset with the paper chickens being.
But fuck that. The funniest shit was for me when you were running away from the actual person chicken.
Oh my god, that fucking thing was so fucking scary. I fucking hate that thing. That was so scary. And that Zoe and Lewis G bit. Oh my god, that was brutal. And they were being pecked by the chickens.
For you, I would get just a little bit of a massage with the beak, which I get every weekend.
I was about to say, you've been very well mannered. And you've gone and ruined it. Cameron making Sunday lunch. Have you improved? I have improved. I now don't try and kill everyone with the amount of salt that I put on. So yeah, I have improved. I do still grate my hands off whenever I grate anything. Although I have bought a potato peeler that's electric so that I don't have to use the normal ones because I don't like them. Someone put the nerve of Big Brother to put a chicken in the diary room whilst you were expressing your discomfort with them. Yeah, I was just, that task I was really on edge because I was convinced, I remember saying to you, they are going to bring proper chickens out and I actually can't deal with it. I'm fucking terrified. And I think...
No, but Will is right. It was out of pocket and it shouldn't have been done.
But it was funny, and I don't mind. They could have done a lot worse because I was terrified of a lot of animals, and that was the only thing. And to be honest, I did have a plan that, God forbid, they did leave any of the chickens. I was just going to jump in the pool because I don't think chickens like to swim. But I'm not sure if that's even true. Did you ever forget you were being filmed, and when you remember, think? I hope the viewers don't see this. Did you ever forget that we were being filmed? We don't forget.
Oh my God, Cameron! Tell them about how many. Tell them about how we were talking. How many people were watching us?
Well, how many did we say?
125.
Yeah, we did used to convince ourselves that there was like very few people. But you have to kind of, yes, you know you're being filmed, but you don't really allow your brain to process it. I think that, you remember the police task, which actually I think was my favourite task. And you guys got to see that camera that then I got shown that you were fuming about. Because you thought we were going to lose the whole task. That was the first time where it's like, holy fuck, we're in Big Brother and we're actually being filmed. It was fucking terrifying. Seeing the house on camera, yeah, really, really strange. I still love lasagna. I haven't got a microwave, believe it or not. Cameron and Tomasz, serious question. Were you nervous to poop in the house?
Oh my God, you were, weren't you?
Yeah, for the first 2-3 days, and I used to take a towel in and cover myself. But yeah, after a while, I mean, a lot of people had constipation in the first couple of days. It is weird concept to get your hand around, but then you also got to tell yourself at the end of the day, yes, they probably are watching. There'll probably someone sit there watching us having a poo. But I don't think that there'd be no reason for them to air me wiping my arse. Well, maybe some people would be into that, but yeah, it's not. It wouldn't be good TV. 6 weeks isn't long enough. Yeah, what do you think about that? A lot of people have been talking about that. 6 weeks, 16 housemates. It's a hell of a lot of housemates for not a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as we got, right?
No.
What do you mean?
Well, we didn't have that many housemates, did we?
No, not that many housemates, but it's the same amount of weeks, right?
6 times 7 is... No, 42 days. We were 53. So they're a week and nearly 2 weeks shorter than ours. And they have more housemates.
Alright, that's true. That's true. That's going to be a lot of double evictions.
And midweek evictions, maybe. But yeah, I think a lot of... Well, unless they... Because, Big Brother back in the day used to have big finals. It once, I think there was 8 people in the final.
Yeah, because I was 53 days, because I remember saying to myself, okay, I'm okay. I survived 43 out of 53 days.
That's it.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
And you got to experience all the bots and stuff, and you were on that, and absolutely fantastic doing your little segments. You gutted that Emma and Ryland aren't back, or do you think it's okay that we're sort of now in the new era and we're trying new presenters? I think, AJ and Will, done very well in the first...
This is a controversial one, isn't it? About the hosts, right? All the UK is talking about it. I mean, I think that they're fine. They just need to be a little bit more personal, and they don't have to be so TV, if you know what I mean. Like Ryland wasn't Rylan isn't TV. Rylan is himself.
Yeah.
So they just need to put a little bit more character into it because they just kind of are like AI NPC right now.
Mm. Yeah, and I think, to be fair to them, probably would excite us launch night and stuff. Let's see how. I do like the fact that we've got them doing the evictions and also doing the chat show. I do. Although I did like the fact you had Emma doing the live evictions and she was only there when it really mattered. It's a new era. I think what would have been nice is them to possibly keep Emma or Ryland for evictions and then to have AJ and Will doing like the chat show. Just a little bit of continuity. But, I think, again, it's like the housemates. They've been in there for a day. I think they've both done a really good job. They were really nice. They were really funny when I sort of was watching the launch and stuff. They were really engaging. And, I just hope they really love it and get involved in it, which I think they will. And like you say, the more they get into it, the more natural they'll be, and the more we'll see. A bit like with Ryland, how he just was, like you say, just enjoy. He was just like a fan, just happened to be with the mic and presenting. Just read out some of the things. Do we think ITV will bring back Celebrity Big Brother? Do we want it? Yes and yes. I think they will, and I do want it. What about you, Tomasz?
Sure. Let's go for it. It's always fun because those people are more unhinged than normal people.
BB Maxwell said, I've got massive egos, haven't they? Said I got nostalgic watching the launch. I'm hoping it will be good. I think we both agree with that. We're both hoping that it will be good. Someone put they made a mistake not picking me. Rye Bailey, there is always next year. Just keep replying. Tomasz, there's a report that they brought out that one of the ex-housemates that have been in it before applied. Was that you? Can you announce that it was you and tell everyone the truth?
Obviously, it wasn't me because I don't live in the UK, so I couldn't. But also, I'm sure it wasn't you because you already won it. So it must have been somebody else, and I think probably the blame's gonna go on you.
I know now. Like, I've seen it now. Like last, because I was at late live last night. I've seen 3 or 4 tweets saying, "Oh, it was definitely Cameron who applied." I can confirm, as much as I would love to go on it again. I did not apply. Because I didn't even think you were allowed to if you've been on it before. But I don't know. I don't think they're doing.
People are desperate.
This is an interesting one. They're not doing interviews on the main show after evictions. They're doing it on the late and live. What do you think about that? I don't know if I like that. I quite like the fact that you evict housemates and then they instantly have to talk to the presenters, rather than having.
No, that's not fair to them. The main show gets many more viewers, and I think they should just keep it to the main show. It's not fair to the housemate, I think.
No, I agree. That's one of the ones. One of the decisions and changes that I'm not a lover of. I mean, it's difficult. They've brought it back. They've got to make changes, and obviously we're all massive fans. We're not necessarily going to want it all to change, but obviously something needed to change because Big Brother wasn't working. And I don't think you can do Big Brother like in Channel 4 days because you can't do TV like that anymore. Big Brother needs to change. It needs to be in the 21st century. It needs to be in 2023. They're trying to change things. We're not going to like them all, but I'm willing to give certain ones a chance. But I personally don't like the fact that the housemates are going to be evicted. That's it. And then, like you say, it's not as big of a deal then. And they're not going to get as many views on the late and live naturally because it's a chat show. So I think it'll be. I do think that'll be a little. I agree with you, Tomasz. I think that's a little bit of a shame. Jade says I'd rather have different presenters for live and late. Need different faces. Yeah, that's a fair enough comment. Celebrity Big Brother should bring back Kim Woodburn, Katie Hopkins, and Anne Widdecombe for the same season. That would be an interesting 3. Will says, the ex-hosts wanted to all pass over the gauntlet, which is understandable, but I just feel like a little bit of continuity would have been nice. Also not a fan of the BBLL acronym. I keep reading it as BBL. Did I read it as BBLL? I don't know. Cameron, your story.
Hello.
Cameron, your story really touched on BB. Can I ask how has your life changed since coming out on TV? I think just our lives have changed from Big Brother. It's such a life-changing experience, isn't it? Even though, yes, we're still very normal people and we've gone back to normal life, and it does change you, doesn't it, Thomas? I mean, you want to talk about how much you think it's changed you, just even on a personal level.
Yeah, I think for me it wasn't as much as the change as reassurance. I reassured myself that I was a good person, I was good enough, I was somebody which I didn't know about myself, that was loyal. First of all, I didn't even know that was my quality, but I found out, sure as hell.
And as loyal
And
as
also,
anyone I've met.
let's be real. I made a friend for life, which I knew I was gonna do with you, and I was right as always.
Well, and then you realised you're always right. So, and that is the thing, our friendship now is my most unique friendship that I've got, because you share, and this is what the housemates will realise, and you're not going to be friends with everyone or stay in touch with everyone, but you will, hopefully they'll all have that one person that you stay in touch with, that you share stuff that only you and me will ever understand. Even the ones that work on Big Brother, it's different. Being in it, I wish all of you could experience it. I really do. It is so exceptional, so incredible, and when you find somebody that you get on with, and you share that experience together, the ups and downs, and then you sort of share the aftermath with them as well. It's amazing, and I think it is sweet that 5 years on, the Big Brother show's back, and here we are doing a live, talking to you both, and sort of reliving it ourselves, enjoying it ourselves, and we'll definitely have to do this more often. If there's any last questions, then do let us know. I think, Tomasz, is there anything else you want to talk about or say, or anything any feelings or thoughts, or what you're wanting from the series before we tell everyone bye bye?
Will says, is it different watching it now? You know the ins and outs of being a housemate, and I have something to say about that actually. Like I was gonna say anyway, even in a week or like couple of episodes from now, things will be shown. Obviously, they don't have time to show everything, but us being in there, we'll be able to deduce what happened, kind of leading up to situations that are going to appear. And I think we will just know in our heads what might have happened to cause certain people to act different all of a sudden, even if they don't show anything. It's like it's just going to be very, very clear to us, I think.
Yeah, and I think it's really exciting that we now get, as fans of the show, because both of us are massive super fans before we got in, now we haven't had the opportunity to do this for 5 years because there was no other series. We can now watch it with that insight, and like you say, we can spot certain things and see certain things, and hopefully hopefully not lose my fucking voice, and hopefully if we do this once a week or something like that, we will be able to chat about those different things that perhaps we've seen that we've spotted, and it will give us a different insight. It does feel strange watching it. It does feel strange, and it does just make me miss it so bloody much. So
you can still picture yourself in there easy.
It's really quite like, and I go to bed like last night, and I was sort of like remembering stuff that I haven't probably remembered since we were in there, even like to the point of like the feel of the bed and stuff like that. It's certainly bringing back some memories, and it's crazy. Someone put, glad you are both still close, humble, and fans. I really appreciate that. It's a lovely thing to say. Hope you have a weekly eviction after show or something with Tomasz. Yeah, we'll come up with something to do. Whether we do it, the problem is after the eviction and stuff, it's so bloody late. But we'll definitely try and do something. Perhaps if the eviction's on the Friday, maybe something on the Saturdays or Sundays or Mondays once a week. If you guys...
Yeah, that's fine with me. I've got 3 months off now. I'm not doing anything apart from trying for my driver's license, which I haven't told you yet, but I am gonna try. I start my course in 10 days.
Oh wow, are you doing a crash course? Or are you doing?
Yeah, it's like I don't know if they do it in UK. It's like a 2-week crash course.
Yeah, they do.
And then you do that. So we'll see. I'm gonna turn now. Good luck, everybody else, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think you'll do well, and then you can come and pick me up.
Yeah, absolutely. I can drive.
You can drive all the way here and pick me up, and then we'll go out for the day and drive me back. No, it's and no, having a car would be fantastic. It just makes life so much easier. I mean, I don't drive. I wish I did, but it just makes life gives you so many. It makes it your options become so many more. If you know what I mean. So yeah, well, and you'll hopefully be able to keep us all informed about that.
Yeah, and you just decide when you want to do this again, because I'm available all the time. It's you that's super busy, apparently.
So, yeah, true. Let's say what are people thinking? Do we want? So we need it after the eviction, don't we? So either a Saturday, Sunday, or a Monday. We won't pick it. We won't say a specific day, but we'll do a Saturday or Sunday or Monday after the eviction. Once a week, we will come on here and we'll chat all things Big Brother. We'll obviously have a lot more to talk about as we get to know the housemates. If you want us to try and do this on a different platform, we can try it on Facebook perhaps one week, and maybe even TikTok. And we don't particularly like Instagram Live, but we can if you want us to. And we might even pop on Instagram Live every now and again and just do a 10-minute little thing if there's ever been a really good episode. But yeah, Tomasz, is there anything you want to say before we end it?
I would just like to say to the millions of people listening to us right now, watching us, I would just like to say, give them bitches a chance. We need some time too.
Yeah.
They will come into their own and let them entertain us.
Yes, and I like that message. I think it's perfect. And the only thing I'd add on to that is when you're tweeting on Twitter or on social media and stuff, just try to be nice. Obviously, have an opinion. That's the whole point of Big Brother. But try not to be nasty and violent. Certainly when these housemates leave and they go onto their social medias and stuff, if you don't like them, just leave them alone. There's no need to harass or tweet about them. They're all human beings, and yes, the show can make you look very one way, but actually the majority of people in our series, 99.9% of them, in fact 100% of them, I think had a good heart, and I think it's the same with this lot. So on that note, be kind, enjoy tonight's episode. Me and Tomasz will be watching it, and I'll be tweeting about it. I don't know if Tomasz will or whether you'll...
I'm not supporting Elon Musk, so no.
No, he is a dick, to be fair. But we will be back at some point next week, or this week even, possibly, once the first eviction has happened. If you're still in here, give me one name. Who is going and getting evicted first? Tomasz, who is out first? We don't know who's up. Paul, I'm going to go for... oh, fuck. I'm going to go for... Frida, and I don't want it to be, but I think it's going to be her. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have said it now. Someone said Henry. Someone said, someone said bye, take care. That I don't think that's a housemate. That was just them tweeting to us. Someone said Jade has said Chantel. Kathleen's gone for Jenkins. Will went for Henry. Aaron went for Jenkins. So lots of people thinking Jenkins is gonna win, but a lot of people thinking he's gonna go. Surely we can't evict Jenkins in the first week. The poor guy would have had the worst ever Big Brother run ever, apart from Simon and Gross, who got evicted on the first night, but then even he got brought back. Poor man.
There's no way Jenkins not going anywhere. Trust me, I know it from experience.
I can't see Jenkins going, but none of us really know. We'll have to wait and see. But enjoy the episode tonight and late and live. I'm not there tonight. Not that you'd have known I was there last night. But I will speak to you all soon. Tomasz, I will let you outro the video however you want to, which is dangerous, to be fair.
Remember, guys, if they're good for your hole, they're not good for your soul. Thank you.